So we're going to do legs today. First exercise we're starting with is a squat. You want your feet shoulder width apart. Now usually when people squat, the first thing they do is they keep their body upright and they start bringing their knees out in front of them. That's instantly going to cause a knee injury. Instead, what you want to do is push your butt back as though you're sitting in a chair. Tighten up your tush and push your hips back in. So again, as she pushes back her hips, her upper body is coming over flat back, looking forward. She pushes through her heels, tightens the back of her legs, tightens her butt, pushes in, and tightens her tummy at the top. So reaching back as though you are sitting in a chair and tightening your butt and pushing your hips forward. The modification for this is just come back a little teeny bit, and then you saw her go full level down. If your knees go over the toe, you're doing it wrong. As long as your butt is going back, as her upper body comes down, her butt goes back to balance out her body. So you can carry a weight in your hands when you do that, so that as you come down, your hips are still going back, but you're holding a weight, or you can just use body weight. Second exercise of this set is going to be a fire hydrant. A fire hydrant is down on the ground, hands and knees, back is flat. You will pick up your leg and set it down. 10 repetitions on one side, 10 the other.
You can modify that by putting a slight bend in the knee, and same thing, you're just going to pick that leg straight up and set it back down.
3 sets of those exercises back and forth, 10 to 15 of each set until you feel like you're really pushing. And form trunks weight. So if you don't have your squat, if you're not comfortable, do not use weight. Second exercise is a reverse lunge. So when you step back, that's already a lunge. Step forward. When you step back, you want to look at your back leg. So lunge is 3-part. You step back, you pause, you make sure the back toe is straight, because if that toe is not straight, when you bend, your knee will go out to the side. Soften your back knee and then power up to your front. In order to make it harder, it's still 3-part. You step back, you pause to make sure that the back toe is straight, you drop the back knee, you power up. So again, the modification, step back, make sure your toe is straight, drop the knee, power up, or fully to the ground, make sure your leg is straight, drop the back knee, power up, okay? Turn around and do the other side. Hang on to a wall so that you have some security and you get the form first, and you can hold a weight in your arm if you need to. Second exercise to go with that is ankle walking. So ankle walking is simply picking up your heels and moving them over, picking up your toes and moving them over. You can go back and forth in one place, hanging onto the wall, or you can go 10 steps out, 10 steps back, 15 steps out, 15 back. So again, back and forth with those 2 exercises until you do 3 sets of at least 10, but you can do more. Next exercise is going to be a deadlift. So a deadlift is, as her body comes over, this side of her body is like a plank. She wants everything on this side straight. She's going to push through the heel, tighten the butt on the other side, and push her body up to standing again. If you want to hold a weight in this hand, you can. So pushing over and squeezing up. And what you don't want to do is have a bend. So show me a bend. So you don't want the upper body to come over, then you lift the leg, then you put the leg down, then you pick up because you'll get your lower back. Everything is straight, and then the modification is just barely come over. So just barely tipping over and coming back, or go over as far as you want. With that, we're going to do the inner leg. So your inner leg is going to be on the ground. Put one leg behind the other. Your inside leg is in front of you. You want to pick that leg up, and you want to set it down. And if you need to add some resistance to that, simply push on your leg and release. Push on your leg and release.
You can modify that one by standing, hanging onto a wall or a chair, tightening up your core so you're standing nice and tall, and taking this leg, squeeze up, and set back down. Modify further by barely picking it off the ground. But either way, you're utilizing this inside part to squeeze up and set back down.
Back and forth. next exercise is a crossover. You're on your hands and knees. Leg goes out straight behind you. Take it over to the side. When you pick it up to the middle and you set it over to the side. You pick it up to the middle and you set it over to the side. So we're using our butt muscle to pick it up, and by setting it over to the side, you use the different angles of that butt muscle.
You can modify off the ground by using a chair. Same thing, you're still bent over. Start with your leg nice and wide. You're gonna pick up, cross to the other side of your leg, pick up, and set really wide again. Littler movements for less range of motion is another way of modifying. You can be right here, not going out hardly at all.
So last exercise to go with that is a three-way calf raise. You're going to start with your feet shoulder width apart, hang onto a wall or something to stabilize. 10 times up with your calf as tall as you can go and set it down. When you're done, you're going to turn your feet out. 10 times up and down with your feet at that outside angle. And when you're done there, turn your feet in. 10 times up and down. If that is easy to do, you can hold a weight in your free hand. Use the other hand to hang onto a wall. And if you feel like you're tired and you need to rest in between those different angles, go ahead and rest. Back and forth between that and the crossover 3 times until you're done, and that is your leg routine.